All right. Well, let's see. This is Intellivision Amico turned reporters into lazy hacks and other rants. We're not going to watch the other rants part. We're just interested in the Amico part because that's
Who's
how we roll.
this?
This is the Big Retro Show.
Oh no, not that guy.
Los.
So we're going to save you the trouble of having to click on that. You can just watch my video. So I got to unmute this for myself.
Hey, what's up?
I just want to remind everybody real quick here. This man here, Big Retro Show, made a video complaining about Pat stealing other people's pictures to use on his thumbnails. Meanwhile,
Pac-Man and Simon on
yeah, he's Pac-Man and Simon on his logo, but he doesn't seem to see that as an issue, right? That's okay. He could use these copyrighted things in his logo, no problem. Sell T-shirts with these on it, no problem.
Oh yeah.
But suddenly, Pat uses
It doesn't even say Simon on the.
It does say Simon, right there, Simon. So just remember that's the kind of hypocrisy we're dealing with.
That's a little bit illegal.
Yeah.
Legal income.
I mean,
Go ahead, Gary.
I was going to say the Pac-Man he could probably get away with because Pac-Man doesn't have an eyeball, or does he in any of the?
He has an eyeball.
Yeah.
Not the in-game sprite, but the images, I think. Yeah, the in-game sprite. No, he does have an eyeball in the in-game sprite.
Okay.
It appears when his mouth is more or less closed, and then it disappears when it's open.
It looks like a bootleg Pac-Man.
I actually was working on a story where people went to this like village in South America, and there was a Pac-Man monster that was eating people. But never got off the ground.
Hey, what's up, guys? Los here from the Big Retro Show. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's time to rant. And today I'm going to be talking about...
Okay, first off, he says it's time to rant. So if we don't get loud, ear-splitting, saggy melons level of voice, then it's not a rant, right? If you don't puff up your chest, if you're not loud and aggressive, it's not a rant. It's just you talking.
Well,
go ahead. Potion Sword says we gangster. We don't pay for logos. We also Chinese. We Chinese gangsters. Los like ET booty. That's not nice. I disavow. Potion Sword Run likes Los. I know you do. It's okay.
Potion likes everyone.
I think I called him out of touch. Maybe I said worse. I don't remember.
I've seen like one or two of this guy's videos, and they were both bad takes, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, they're all bad takes.
I see it. I watched his video on the Analog Pocket. That was a horrible fucking take. He was complaining about people saying nice things about it, and then there was like a take about review units or review copies of games, and that was a horrible fucking take that he had. So he's had some bad takes. Also, the whole faceless YouTuber take that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that was the one I was referencing.
Yeah, that was one of them.
3 topics in particular. And the first topic I'm going to be talking about is an article that published in Kotaku. Now, this is an article that talks about the train wreck that is the Intellivision Amico. So let's go ahead over to that article right now. Oh, boy. The Intellivision Amico is in deep shit. No shit, Sherlock. No.
So he's agreeing with them, but why is he upset that they wrote that in the headline?
Is he going to complain that Kotaku shouldn't be putting shit in the title? Because Kotaku is just complete garbage regardless.
Accidentally didn't mean to do this, but I will notice that he does have the ISO zone forum, how to homebrew, how to use Chimp. So how to install? I think this man is using emulators, folks.
More than that, if he's using Chimp and Homebrew,
I don't know
he's
what
probably
chimp is.
hacking.
Don't
It's-
people aren't they ever self-aware of their tabs open and do before they do this shit?
He even bookmarks like a boomer. And I did a video on this very subject, didn't I? Say, hey guys, be smart about your tabs, about your bookmarks. You'll notice
They don't watch the show.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'll stop sharing and then I'll open a tab or something or move something, so you guys don't see the tabs or all the other things.
You got to make sure the porn's at least fucking exited out of. God.
When you use StreamYard's nice because it only shows the tabs. You have a choice to use window, which will show everything. But if you just show the tab, it just shows the things inside. And it doesn't show all the top stuff. See, so you don't know what's on top. You don't see that I got StreamYards open, the YouTube, my Twitter feed open. You don't see that. And you don't see my bookmarks, which is nice. He's probably using OBS. So what you got to do on OBS is you got to take the image that the screen that you're looking at, and then stretch it open a little bit more, so that it still fills up the screen. Yeah, so it crops out, and you push it up, and you crop out the tabs.
Makes sense.
Tony, you said you would tweet out the Murray video, so why have you not done so yet? No, that's not what I said. See, you don't pay attention, Murray. What I said, Murray, was if you came to me correct and you came over here and you said, hey, I made a video on you, or if I stumbled on it, but you were playing this whole bullshit alt account stuff, so now I'm not going to tweet it out. And also, I'm in the middle of something. I'm not going to tweet out in the middle of a live stream. That's not how I roll.
I don't. Yep.
Yeah, so just relax. Hold your horses. We got like another 3 hours of streaming to do. Then maybe I'll tweet you out.
God, I hope not.
No, he didn't. He didn't. You should have heard what he said. I not funny, says Albert Mendez.
Albert's right. You got to give a donation. You got to pay to get play. All right, let's see what this. I'm sure it's going to be the greatest take ever. I'm going to be very impressed. I'm going to subscribe right after this.
Fucking shit. Now, the first thing I notice about this article is the word of the use, shit. Now, I'm from the old school, and I don't like my journalism with a bunch of profanity in it.
That's not a bunch. That's one profanity.
Bunch.
It's one. It's only one.
It's not even plural.
Yeah.
And like these days, shit
Shits.
isn't even considered like a real heavy swear word.
It's not a swear word. You say it on regular TV. There was a whole thing on fuck. Wasn't it like a big deal at one point? Like there was an episode of like NYPD Blue or some shit where they said shit. They're like, oh my god, they said shit on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a.
If you're listening, take a shot every time we say shit.
Yeah. There's a whole South Park episode about the word shit. Remember? Like they say it so many times.
Hits, yeah.
But okay. He's upset. Look, I don't like Kotaku. I'm not a big fan of Luke Plunkett. You want to dunk on Kotaku, I'm right there with you. But at least do it in a smart way, right? Don't do this stupid, oh my God, they use the word shit.
Nitpick, right.
Yeah. I mean, and you're saying shit in your video, right? So it's like self-awareness. Like at least in this video, you should have just pretended. Just like they said the S word and like never sweared in this video, never cussed. Let's go.
It's like you guys can do better. You guys can do better at writing headlines. And it got me thinking about Kotaku and all, just as a site itself. And I realized that this isn't the only time that they've used that word in their headlines.
Oh, Jesus.
Which, to me, I mean, that's fine. They can do that all they want. I mean, I guess they know their target audience. But to me, no self-respecting journalist or news website is going to use profanity in their headlines or anywhere in their copy unless it's a direct quote from a source saying that. I just think that it's unprofessional for them to be using that. And you guys might disagree, But it's not like this article isn't telling us something that we don't already know. We already know that it's a shit show. We already know about the history of Amico. And that's the other big issue that I have with this article. The article was written by Luke Plunkett, published on Wednesday. And Luke, in this article, really doesn't tell us anything that we don't know. You know, he starts the article off by giving us a history of how the Amico is a train wreck. You know, everything from Tommy Tallarico insulting critics, making up the term gaming racists. I still laugh about that. The financial troubles, the games that are absolute dog shit. Oh, there's another colorful term that this author uses. The delays, the unboxing shenanigans, and then it goes into the letter, the infamous letter that Amico sent out to us.
2 minutes and 44 seconds in, and I've heard no rant. Where is the rant? Come on.
Oh, he's just doing the Kotaku thing, isn't it? He's giving you a bit of history, the details.
It's coming, Tony. It's coming.
It's coming.
I hope so. It really is a shit show. Yeah, it is. I don't like Kotaku. I've criticized them many times. I was literally in a subreddit about how shitty Kotaku is, called Kotaku in Action, and about how shitty journalism is as far as gaming journalists go.
Yeah, we've talked about it multiple times.
So I'm, like I said, I'm right there with you. I'm willing to really give it to these people, but pick out something that deserves. Like, there's nothing so far. This is really weak take. Really weak. Yeah, I mean, come on, Los. We could be Los Pollos Hermanos. We could do this together. So Evil made the joke right after I did. Right there with you, Evil.
Select group of, I want to say investors. I don't know, because I didn't get one, or people that were just on that mailing list.
So he doesn't even know. He's making a video. And now he's going to say a thing, but I don't even know who got this letter. He's calling a journalist lazy while he's reporting on the journalist being lazy. In the lazy fucking lazyception. And I'm reacting lazily to this video.
3 layers of lazyception.
Irony at its finest.
I know. It's fucking crazy.
But in this letter, it's just basically a cut and paste. I am not used to this kind of journalism.
Is he shitting me?
It's cut and paste. I guess when you're Kotaku, you don't have to prove that there was an actual letter sent out.
That's literally what you do. That's why it has this yellow bar. This yellow bar here is letting you know that it's a quote, because it makes an indent.
Well, I understand that, Tony, but
you just cut and paste it. That's what you do.
It doesn't.
That's not the art. I mean, that's like, hey guys, they sent this letter out, and then you cut and paste and go, here's the fucking letter that they sent out, right? Because it's a lot easier when we want him to sit there. You want Luke Plunkett to sit there and retype it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't fucking, Jesus Christ.
I really, really, to me, this is lazy. This is lazy as fuck. They go on here to list, we pulled down our investment campaign on Start Engine a few weeks after it launched. Without better visibility of our path to profitability, we felt that this was the right decision in the short term.
Can someone explain to me why he skipped in February of this year?
Oh, because he's paraphrasing the way he wants to.
I'm just saying, like, I've seen people do that, like, where they will read something that's like on the screen in front of them. You're reading along, and then they just like skip like words and sentences, and I'm like, I feel bad. Like, if I read an article and like I stumble on a word or I miss something, I'll go back like, oh shit.
I mean, do you think he did that on accident?
I just think he's dumb. That's what I think. That's what I'm saying. Like, hooked on phonics. I told Saggy the other day I was gonna get her a copy. Might have to send out too.
I mean, I kind of see it as forced direction, but
you only managed to raise like a fraction of what this goal was. Nobody was investing in it. I mean, we know that's bullshit. But you think Lukey here would contact Amico and ask them about that?
There's nobody to
You
contact.
think that he would just shoot off an email, and maybe if they declined to comment, that he would put it in his article so that at least we know he's giving his due?
We're not even in the article, dum dum. This is the fucking copy paste part. Go to the. Is there more? Maybe if you scroll down, he might say, "Hey, we contacted them." Hey,
yeah, that's the better point that you made. Yeah, you don't have to contact them when it's directly from Phil Adam.
This is their contact. They contacted us. They said, "Hey, here's our fucking comments.
Here's our press release."
I'm just verifying if this email that you guys sent out was actually from you guys.
Yeah, I know that this is an official email from Phil Adam with his official fucking header, and it came from the official Intellivision email account.
I know that everybody.
Let me just make sure that it's really you.
Right.
You can cut and paste the quote, but you need to cite. They did cite the source. I'm pretty. Let's see. We're at 356, right? Let's go back. Does he show it? Says the complete email signed by new CEO Phil Adam and first posted by the Nerf Report's Brian Chappell is below. He literally cites what his source is right there, Rabbit Dude. Los didn't read that part because that would give him his whole argument would fall apart.
Yeah. Glass holds no water.
He didn't read any of that part either. See, these are bullet points, right? He read the bullet points, but he skipped over this part right here. This part right here is not bullet point. This is the author's writing. Let me see if I can get to it, because he scrolls through real weird. See, there's a cut in there. Hold
on. The delays, the unboxing shenanigans, and then
so we go to that.
Okay. And it goes
right there. This part right here, he didn't fucking read it. This is the article. Not this part that he's reading, not the copy paste. This shit is the article. Can we see Los's tabs? Yeah, you can. They're up there. You can see. Right? So Los is complaining that Kotaku's lazy. And then he skips over the actual article part of the article to then read the copy paste part, which is clearly sourced as being a copy paste of the email, which is what they discussed here. So it says, anyway, that's just a recap. The news today is that the company has had to send an email out to its pre-order customers. So there you go. You know who got them, letting them know that things are not going great. And television had to cancel a $5 million crowdfunding campaign after it only raised $60,000. Hey, that very thing you were complaining about, where you said they didn't say how much money, it's right there in the fucking article you're reading. Have launched attempts to try to license Intellivision IP for release on other platforms to try to raise some cash. Have had so many refund requests that they can't process them fast enough. And most alarming of all, had made layoffs, resulting in a significant reduction in staff. I can't see what's behind this big melon.
Into
the complete email signed by new CEO Phil Adam and the first posted by the Nerf Report's Brian Chappell is below. So there you go. Everything you wanted to know was right there in front of your face. You skipped it for some odd reason. And that's another thing. I see a lot where these YouTubers will complain about an article or something, right? And literally the article that they're showing on screen contradicts the thing they're bitching about. I'm sorry. He should make room in his bookmark for a tab how to article.
Do you even article, bro?
Yeah. That shit just pisses me off. Now I'm triggered. Now I'm bent. Dunce. That was bent.
Oh, he's gone now.
Yeah. Now you're gone. But that was me being, when you come back, that was me being bent.
Man, you sniffed that out like a bloodhound.
I gotta give it to this retro Big Show. He looks smarter than he is.
I mean, look at the face. He's lost.
Seriously, how do you make this kind of video, right? How do you legitimately make this and say, yes, this was a smart thing for me to do?
Lazy, and he's talking about lazy.
To the story instead of cutting and pasting an email into what's supposed to be a news article. Lazy. We have dramatically reined in our operating costs. Okay, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
scroll up, stupid.
Ask Phil Adam though. What does that really mean?
But just scroll up because it tells you what
it
really
does
means.
Explain, right? It explains. They cut staff. They go on to explain.
No, but not just that. I'm saying earlier in the thing that we read, the article, part of the article that he skipped over tells you what that means. It went through everything, and then it copy pasted. Fucking guy.
Significant reduction in staff. Okay, how many people were laid off? What offices did you close? Our resources are focused on engineering and testing to ensure we have a quality system, as we cannot succeed by producing anything less. Okay, these are all questions that this guy should have asked Amico. But do you think he did? Nah, bruh. He's lazy. Lazy. Bro, come on. Do better. Do better. Get the answers. We are working with game development partners to license classic and television intellectual properties for publication on other platforms. Okay. These licensing deals will help fund continued development of the Amico. A broader distribution of Intellivision Amico and television classic IP will also help awareness of the Intellivision while not directly competing with Amico because of Amico's unique controllers and family-focused gaming adaptations.
Is he okay? Is he having a stroke? I think he fucking stroked out. Also, where's the rant? You guys, like, he said he was going to rant. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. He's not ranting. I've ranted more.
What does this mean?
What does it mean?
Are we going to see these on the eShop? Are we going to see them on the PlayStation Store? Are we going to see them on Xbox Game Pass? How much are they going to be?
This guy's so frustrating.
I mean, do you think if someone actually asked those questions, they'd get truthful answers anyways?
It's the quiet period. They're not going to get any answers.
But like, this guy's asking for answers to questions. These are the fucking answers. It's like, what does it mean you've reduced your operating costs? How many staff have you reduced? Me.
I want an example.
I want to use a word we're not allowed to use on this channel.
We say mentally deficient.
Missing a few chromosomes?
Yeah. Or an extra one. He has an extra one.
Yeah.
Either way works. Seriously. Yeah, Tony giving Los summer school course.
You got 8 minutes of this garbage left?
No. The whole thing is not Amico. So
19 minutes. Oh, okay.
The whole thing's not Amico. Remember, it's other rants.
Thank goodness for that.
Once the Amico part is over, we're probably done. Probably. I don't know what his other rants are about. We might stick around.
Basic who, what, when, where, why shit here is being ignored. I'm in shock. I'm in shock.
He's in shock. Shock, guys. He's in shock that the answers that Phil Adam has provided did not answer the questions that Phil Adam created in the answers he provided. Shock.
Number 4, we have begun a test production run of Amico that includes every aspect of the product, including the packaging. Okay, how many units do you guys have? There's a question. I hope the author.
You know what? How many people think that Los fired off an email to Intellivision to ask the questions he's asking?
0. I was just going to bring that up.
I was just going to say that he asked with this number he wants. At the end of this paragraph, it says these units should be completed within weeks.
Yeah. So Smash can say the R word, but Bomernee can't. No, Smash can't. He said it on accident. We're like, dude, don't say that. It's not cool. That was one of the funniest moments on the show when he said it.
Yeah.
The reaction. Well, everybody was like, "No."
I loved how he was like, "Can I say a swear word?" And everyone's like, "Yeah." And he goes, the R word, and everyone's like, no, not that one.
No, not that one, dude. We didn't give you the R word pass. He went hot. That's like when you're like a little kid, like, oh, it's okay, fine, you can swear, and then you go straight to the F word, like, whoa, start smaller, start with the S word, and build your way up.
Here is taking notes. Maybe he can do a follow-up article. You know, I'm not going to write it.
How do you know he's not doing a follow-up?
I'm not going to write it for him. That's what he's about to say.
But I'm saying he's making an assumption, right? This isn't like this article came out 7 days ago or a month ago, right? And now he's criticizing it. Like he never did a follow-up. He's just like, maybe he could do a follow-up. Well, maybe he is. Maybe he's working on some shit.
You know what I find funny is that Los expects this guy to do more work than in television has done on Miko.
Yeah, I want you to go out there and get all the fucking information.
Find us how this system can succeed in the wild.
Was a bigger injustice is that Smash JT's a moderator and I'm not.
You're not a moderator, Bob? I thought I made you one.
No.
Do you even comment, bro?
Sometimes.
That's probably why. Hold on. I'll fix that injustice.
You have been knighted.
No, give me a second. I gotta find Bob's.
Oh, I haven't chatted on this stream.
Well, then say something so I can get.
Oh, 1 sec. I need to bring it up.
I'm lazy.
Hashtag justice for Big Bob.
Justice for Big.
56K warning says it's been 50 hours and still no Elden Ring talk. We did talk Elden Ring. A little bit.
You missed it.
It just wasn't a hot take tonight.
Did you say something, Bob?
Yeah, I said yo.
Add moderator, hide user on this channel. Yeah, that's the all right, you've been knighted. You're a knight of the Blue Wrench.
I wouldn't have said anything, but when I found out Smash was a mod, I was a bit upset that he was a mod and I wasn't.
I think mostly because Smash, they don't want people imitating him.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just easier that way.
Which song?
Firefighters.
Who's a firefighter? Whoa. Come on now, guys. Keep it clean.
For you, though, you actually have to do some reporting and reach out to Amico. And if they refuse to answer your questions, well, damn, document that shit in your article. But don't be lazy. Don't be just cutting and pasting and telling us what we already know. This is like a huge waste of time. It's like, duh. What else? We are slowly processing refund requests. Okay, how many refunds have you processed? How much money are we talking about?
They're not going to tell you that.
This guy is so mentally deficient.
But this guy is failing. Dude, come on, bro.
This guy's failing, dude. You haven't even got through the whole thing yet. You don't even know. There could be something at the end, right?
It better be.
There's not, but I'm just saying. I read ahead. I skipped ahead. But there could be. So,
oh, there's even an email here, support@intellivision.com. No, after you finish watching this video, dude, write down.
I don't think Luke Plunkett's watching your video. That was a really big ask for him to watch your video.
The questions that I'm asking that we all have and send it to them. You're Kotaku. You'll probably get a response before any YouTuber does.
I think I'll get a response before Kotaku.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I mean, they used to contact small nobodies and they got responses. So it's kind of weird that they're not getting them nowadays. But anybody's a fair shot at getting a response from them.
I mean, I got Phil's private email. I just ring him up. Phil, what's going on? I should send them Los's video. Hey, Phil, Los got questions for you.
Who knows, though? It's quiet period has come and gone now. We will focus our initial mass production on fulfilling pre-orders. and supplying our two major distribution partners.
How many pre-orders do they have?
Who
You
are the
should
two
ask
major distribution partners?
I assume they're talking about GameStop, maybe Amazon. The focus will remain on direct orders until our cost structure can support the margins required for retail chains.
What are your margins? Who are these retail chains? Why aren't you asking those questions, Los? You're lazy. Los is getting lazy on us now.
Many challenges ahead, blah, blah, blah. Bill Adam. Okay. Basic questions were not asked here. And that's why I take it.
He understands what a news article is versus a expository article, right? Like this is just, hey, we got an email. Here's the email. So you have news. That's why it's called the news. Like this wasn't like an investigative piece. This was not, this was not exploration into television business. This was simply, hey, we have some news from them, and we're relaying that information to you. Again, Kotaku is a terrible fucking website. It's shit. They inject all kind of politics and personal beliefs into articles, into video game reviews.
Yep, don't belong there.
They don't disclose relationship to developers, to publishers. They're fucking shady as shit. But this here, there ain't shit wrong with this. You a bad take. You a bad take machine, Los.
Issue with this article. Now, you guys can say, it's Kotaku. What do you expect? And yes, you know what? You guys are right. What did I expect from Kotaku other than an article that writes shitty headlines, unprofessional headlines, and doesn't give
That's
us
your
any,
opinion.
doesn't answer any questions.
Now he's again skipping over this part that answers some of his questions. Right?
He's looking at it like scroll.
He's like, oh, shit. How do I get past this?
Nothing. This is like the worst of journalism that I have seen. This is like
He's literally never seen when we just copy paste press releases for like a game or something. And like, hey, there's a new game coming out. Here's the press release, and that's literally it. I mean, that's lazy as fuck, but that's literally what you do. You get a press release and then you just copy paste it.
bad, super bad.
Super bad.
Ask them the real questions.
They didn't ask any questions. This isn't a fucking. Oh my god. Luke didn't say, "Hey, I asked them a bunch of questions and these are their answers." This is literally, "Hey, Intellivision sent out an email and this is what the email said." Could you imagine? He'd be like, "We're here at 67th Street. There's a fire." He'll be like, "Hey, why don't you ask them how hot the fire is? How many firemen are in there? You're a lazy journalist. Why are you just telling me there's a fire? I want to know how many. How many people? What color was the fire? Where did it start? What side of the building? What temperature was it outside when it started firing?" You're lazy.
Lazy.
Fucking lazy guy.
Thanks, Evil.
And when you do it, don't use anonymous sources.
Ooh, who's that a hit at? That's a hit at me. Why does it always come back to fucking me? Because Luke didn't use an anonymous source. Why would you even bring that up?
Look at that face. He knew where he was going with that. This was only this is why this was lazy, Tony. It was just a dig at you. 8 minutes in to get that dig on you, Tony.
Yeah, he wasted 8 minutes of his life. He drug a Kotaku article up just to get a dig at me. Like, hey, gotcha. You got us.
Gotcha, bitch.
Now it's a rant on you.
He didn't even rant. He was 8 minutes. I'm still waiting for him. He didn't even raise his voice an octave. He's just like, lazy. This is lazy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fucking guy.
What's he got? What's he got to say? Let's let him finish.
That's it. I bet you that's it. That's the end of it, Mike.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Only fake news outlets do that.
Yeah. Got me.
Is he going to do lip smack?
Sip of water.
Drink.
Anyways, on to the next topic.
It was an 8-minute.
Next topic
8-minute waste of time to dig at you, Tony.
Is a tweet.
Oh.
I was gonna go over a tweet, and I'm pretty sure I know whose tweet this is because it says there right there on the screen.
Hey, look, turtles.
Yeah, people are upset now because limited run games is offering route package protection for an additional price. Myself, I always opt out. I don't need any protection.
Yeah, you don't need that. It's an option. Why would you be upset that it's an option?
Because you should get it for free. They should bubble wrap your fucking package and protect it in a safe.
I've had over probably 7 or 8 games come from them. Never had an issue. So I'm batting 100 here, and I'm over 10 games. I know I am. I'm probably over. I'm over 10. I'm batting 100 here. It's a big nothing burger.
56K when he says that article doing his job. I want that SL 400 gaming chair. 8 minutes in. 8 minutes for that punchline. Lowe's redeemed. All right, guys. All right, guys. I see how it is.
Whoa.
I'll just come here to laugh at me. Yeah. Potion Sword Run says laughing face.
As long as they come.
Yeah. No. Lewis is 10 times the comedian Marie is. It's true. I give him that. Let's see. Is he going to get angry this time, or are we going to get more tepid?
That's right. We're talking about a tweet that GameStop tweeted. Sorry, Games.
He literally read the wrong fucking name on the tweet and then left it in the video. And he just called Kotaku lazy. In a video in which he called Kotaku lazy, he couldn't even be bothered to edit out where he fucked up and called them the wrong fucking name.
Do you even edit, bro?
Sack, one of my favorite YouTube channels out there. So GameSack tweeted, "The hell is this limited run games? If you can't ship stuff without damage for an additional fee, you shouldn't be in business at all."
That's not what it says. You shouldn't be doing business, not in business. Seriously, hooked on phonics. The 80s taught us how to read. This motherfucker missed that shit. He was
I didn't have hooked on phonics, and I did perfectly fine.
Shots fired.
Yeah, they were. Shots fired. I keep fucking pausing at the right time. I'm good. Good. I'm about 8 and no problems. I'm not sure what that means.
I think he's talking about limited run games too.
Oh.
He's got about 8 of them. I know I've gotten more than 10. The only issues I had didn't come from shipping. I had maybe like little minor defects in my case, or my thing was a little bent, and that wasn't from shipping. It was probably from the factory or whatever, and it wasn't something major. But I haven't had crushed cases. I didn't have misplaced packages, nothing like that. A lot of the times what people don't understand is it's not coming from them. You know, it's coming from your people who handle your fucking mail, and they're just terrible at their job. It's not really limited run's fault. And granted, I understand what people are saying. They could do a better job and package it better. But I mean, if they're having a 90% success rate of getting these packages to people without any problems, do you really see that they should have to go the extra mile? I mean, it'd be nice, but that's my rant. Limited run's not that bad.
They're really not. Like I said, I get stuff through Amazon all the time. The only problem I've ever had is they left a computer, a laptop at one point outside.
Outside, yeah. And here's the thing.
The grass.
I'll be the first to say I worked for Amazon, and I worked as a picker. And I'll tell you right now, when they had, when I worked back in the with the trucks, the docking or whatever, the loading of the packages, some of those guys were assholes. After, like, when it was time to leave, the last 20-30 minutes, some of the motherfuckers would just be throwing packages in there, just throwing them. And they got, well, after I had left the place, I heard from a buddy who was still working there that a lot of those guys got fired because they finally got somebody in to actually watch what they were doing. And they weren't supposed to treat stuff like that. And I never treated stuff like that because obviously I know these are going to people and you don't want shit happening like that. But I wasn't a higher up, so I wasn't going to say nothing to nobody. It wasn't my place. So
fuck that. I'd say shit to people all the time, but whatever. That's just me. First off, 56K warning. That says 98 cents, not 99 cents. Just saying. And secondly, it's actually a psychological reason that they use 99 cents instead of $1, because you might be like, oh, it's only a penny difference. But people actually do see that, and they're like, oh, it's 99 cents. And they're like, oh, it's $1. I mean, what is the deal? Murray's back. What's up, Murray? Welcome back.
Yeah, it's a value thing. They've done psychological tests on it and stuff, so that's why they always do it. That's why it's $34.99, not $35.
This right here, I love this because this is Seinfeld. He says, you ever make a wrong turn and next thing you know you're in the hood? And why do they call it the hood? It's like the entire city's a giant sweatshirt and that's the part you pull over your head. You know why I love this? Because this isn't even a Seinfeld quote. This is a quote from somebody on In Living Color when they were making fun of Seinfeld. So bravo, Jerry. Bravo.
Is the Jerry a dig at me?
No, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
I know.
Also, apparently Darius doesn't like you.
Darius knows who Gary is now.
Yeah. No, not really.
That's the current law. The current law is Darius doesn't know who Gary is.
What's the deal with cancer?
Put it in the price of the item and don't mention it at all instead of tacking it on like this. And what
they didn't tack it on. They didn't.
It's an option,
right? Tacking it on would be forcing it, right? You and GameSack are both dumb because they didn't tack it on. They said, "Hey, would you like this option? We can give you super special fucking protection."
And I personally would be like, no, I'm checking no on that. You want to know why? Because again, I've had over 10 games delivered. Yep, yes, because that dollar adds up, right? I had 10 games. That's $10 in my pocket, and I've never had a problem with them. So, not checking that box, not tacked on. Next.
And really, most of the time, if you got fucking shit that are damaged or stolen, the U.S. Postal Service will take care of it because that's usually how it ends up in your house. If it's Amazon, then they also got to take care of it.
Yeah, all these companies will take care of you. I mean, to be honest, Bob, how many times have you ever paid for a disc protection plan?
Disc? I don't buy discs.
Why? You've never been to like a EB Games or whatever you got over there, and they ask you want to buy the you want to buy the extra.
They never had that in my day. No, they never had that option in the UK.
Well, I've been asked many a times, and I don't.
But
buy
if you're going to say how many times I've bought the optional insurance, I'd say nearly every time because I'm a sucker.
Well, I mean, it depends. There's certain things that you buy. If you're going to get the warranty plan for something expensive, I could understand that. For me personally, GameStop, if I was ever buying 360 games, because that was really the last time I bought disc-based games at full price was around 360 era. It was no, I take care of my stuff good enough to where I don't need the protection plan for something like my Call of Duty or whatever I was buying at the time.
Yeah, but I could see some of these people who are into their limited run games wanting that extra protection because I think a lot of people buy limited run to keep and collect.
Well, and here's the thing. I could totally understand this argument if the person who was buying this was not paying for the standard $35 edition of Turtles. If they were buying the $200 edition of Turtles, I could totally understand paying the extra 98 cents to make sure that $200 collector's edition is preserved. That makes a lot more sense on that investment.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this.
Talking about is if you go and order Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's
Dude, what did he say?
You're killing Gary.
Well, listen.
So what he's
I
talking
took a
about
fucking
is
drag on the cigarette when you said that, and it killed me.
Seriously, listen to this.
if you go and order Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's
Nina.
Oh, I'm probably like beat red right now. You almost killed me.
Revenge on limited run release, they will automatically include this route packaging protection.
No, they don't. It literally says quantity minus plus.
Oh.
Both of yous are lying.
It's a bad take. Another dig on limited run. Like, when is this going to end? Is this just it's the popular thing to do, right? Like right around now's the time to dig on limited run since a lot of people are doing it. I mean, I follow limited run quite a bit in the news, and it seems like it's been a popular thing to do these last couple of years is to take a shot at limited run when, yeah, they make some bad decisions. They do some crappy things here and there. But this is what we're going to get hung up on is the 98-cent protection plan, like or shipping protection. Oh, yeah, the optional shipping, exactly.
Is that a remove option? Yeah, exactly. It literally goes like right there. You could remove it, and then on the bottom it does say remove too. They're forcing me to get this. No, they're not. It literally says you can remove it. Obviously, GameSack has added this product. He agreed to it and then took the fucking screenshot. I was like, they made me get it.
See, Los, if you would have led with this, we would have never watched your Amico bit.
I think what they're saying is when you put it in the checkout, it automatically gets added. But like,
well, let's find out.
I'm assuming.
Well, let's go to limited run game.
I'll be honest. I haven't ordered. Well, no. See, they must have just added this because the last game that I did pre-order was God of Protectors, and there was I don't remember this option, and I don't remember having to remove the option. So yeah, pull it up, Tony. Limited run games.
No, I'm getting the PS4. I'm gonna make sure before I pull it up that it's not gonna show it in my info. So add to cart. Okay, here we go. Check out. It is added. It does come up, but you can remove it.
Okay, so maybe I'll give him credit. Maybe that's what he means when it's tacked on, because if you do have to remove it, technically it's tacked on.
Hold on. Let's go through the whole thing because I'll show you what it does. Let me stop sharing this screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that was present when I ordered God of Protectors, but I don't believe it was. I don't remember. They did recently change their whole website has changed. I believe that was at the beginning of the year. They may have done that around January or February, and I think they did it because they wanted it to fit their. They just opened the store in I think North Carolina, so I think this website front fits kind of with their storefront, because I know the storefront was kind of like themed in pink and all this other stuff. So
all right, so there it is. So we're here at the page, PS4, add to cart. Now right here it says one click, protect, instantly resolve shipping issues, add.
But if you go to checkout, so it's telling you to add right there. It's not on it.
Yeah, but that didn't take me to checkout. Hold on.
No, I just said don't add. No, I remove it. Yeah, remove it and then go to checkout right below in the pink.
Hold on, because now I got nothing in my cart. Hold on. So now I got one item in my cart. I'm going to checkout. There's nothing there. Just this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So they had to click it to get that option.
I got your cart, one item, don't miss.
But this doesn't look like his.
You can add
Yeah,
Oh,
this is it
Yeah,
right here.
no, but but it didn't come up.
It did not. Let
So
me try
they
it
had
again.
to. What I'm saying is they had to manually click it, and then they're bitching because they had to remove it after they've already added it once.
what a bad take. What a bad take.
Let's make sure. We'll go back through it again. Add to cart.
Yeah,
Checkout.
it doesn't pop up, Tony.
It's not there. I don't tell you.
That's awful. I'm telling you, this is a shot at limited run for no reason.
And again,
Tacked on.
let's say, for argument's sake, that it did pop up, right? Maybe
No, because I'm gonna do it right fucking now myself.
do it right now. Let us know.
All right, let me go through here because I got the quick straight to limited run. I got it saved right here like a boomer. Actually, there we go.
Let's see. Oh, what's this? Why do they got these fucking physical copies?
And I'm doing it on mobile. Oh, they got all kinds of stuff. Now they're starting to get into really ridiculous. Are you talking about limited run?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna put the excuse me, the Contra collection in my cart. Add to cart, pre-production status. Let's go to checkout. Hey, why didn't that work? Oh, well, my phone's goofy, so we're gonna have to do that again.
So, while Gary's doing that, we'll finish it.
For 98 cents.
Did it add it to your cart or no?
My phone's being stupid.
No.
But
All right,
my phone never decides to start working.
They're charging you $1 to ensure that your package gets to you in a good state. Now,
that's not what it says. If you know anything about route package protection, it protects against stolen, damaged, or missing items. Like you never get it.
I mean, it's a great service. A lot of reputable sites are starting to do this. When I ordered my TMNT figures that I got, my $50 figures, $55 figures that I got from Big Bad Toy Store, there was an option to pay more than $1. I believe it was like $2 or $3 per package, or I don't remember. Because I think they did because I bought the whole 4 of them as like a set type thing. I think it all come at one, like as one, but I think you might have had to pay per figure or something like that. But it was a lot more expensive, and obviously it makes sense if you're doing something that you want to protect.
All right, so here it is. Here's what happened. I know exactly what happened. Okay, so I'm going to open up another tab. Okay, because I think it saves the options. Right.
Now, see, on mine, I'm getting it. On mine, I am getting it.
No, I'm going to show you what the problem is. Okay, because I figured out the issue. Because we are smart on this channel, and other people are extremely dumb. Right. So I'm going to share this window. Okay, this is a guest tab, so it doesn't have the save. It's not saved. The settings doesn't have the cookies, right? So we even go down to Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, add to cart, boom, right? It's not that.
So and that's possibly what it is. It's like you're most likely 100% on that. Mine is doing it, and that's probably because I haven't fucked with them since I got a protectors. But
no, hold on. Where's the damn incognito mode?
Some water.
There we go. Private window. I'm gonna run games. See what you're making me do? You're making me waste all this fucking time, Los. Because you couldn't do this shit yourself. Unlike you, who told Luke Plunkett to do it himself. We're going to do it for you. Let me make sure. All right. Share the screen. Sorry for this, Bob. I know you're probably like, these motherfuckers, just get on with it.
56K warning, I'm a neckbeard.
I got a little bit of a neck beard. All right, so here we go.
I
There's
tried
no
to shave
cookies saved, obviously, because I went to a private tab. You go to add to cart. Okay, now you see this?
Now it's there. Yeah, now
Okay,
it's there.
Removed.
If I go to checkout, it's going to add this one-click protection. It's already adding it here. I can remove it right here.
Mm.
And it'll forever be saved that way.
And it'll be forever saved that way.
As long as you don't delete your...
Yeah, so there you go. See, now it's not on this screen because I never added it. It automatically asks you if you want to add it at the first screen, and then at checkout, it gives you another option to remove it.
It's lazy, Los. You should have done your due diligence, and you'd know that it was a one-time thing. Shows you don't shop with limited run.
So there you go. So let's see what he says there.
Collectors go bonkers over the condition of the items that they buy.
Not over a standard edition.
For a game like this, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, because there are different companies that are putting out these physical releases of these digital.
Wrong. Actually, limited runs got the copies at Best Buy, and they're doing the copies for Amazon.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I don't know. I don't follow this shit. I don't collect.
So, if Los did his fucking investigative due diligence, he'd know that.
He's being intellectually dishonest. Where is No Swear Game? I haven't seen it in a while.
He had a video, I think, last
We're
week.
only talking about 98 cents, and a lot of people, especially collectors, the hardcore ones, really won't care. Well, I'll tell you why it's a big deal. It's because it's a shady business practice. You know, you don't buy stuff from Amazon and have to pay these extra little.
Did he just say what I think he said?
You know, and it's funny because Amazon hardly packages your shit. I worked there. They put like one little thing of like bubble wrap on a. I mean, they box a trailer hitch that'll blow through the side of the box. They put it in a box that's twice as big. They don't package it at all, and it'll blow through the side of a box. I worked there.
Well, not just that, but Amazon offers.
Of course, they do that, right? Of course, they do the same thing because they're cheap and they don't package. They don't. If that's how they can save their money, they're going to save the money. It's just business. It's what it is. It's not shady. Everybody does it.
Yeah, the fucking postal service offers you fucking package protection.
Well, here I'll be fair with him. Not everybody does it. Smaller companies are actually more prone to probably package your stuff good. eBayers, like myself, when I sold on eBay.
But it's not even that because most of the time, like if I'm a small business, right, I'm sending it through the postal service, and then I'll just pay the 98 cents to the postal service to protect your package for you. Now, if he wants limited run to eat the 98 cents, that's a different argument you can have, right? Like limited run should be just eating the 98 cents for everybody and giving them the package protection. That's a whole different argument. But being like, hey, they've offered you a service, that's fucking shady.
I mean, hold on. Is this just like package protection, or are they packaging your using more bubble wrap? Okay.
No.
Okay.
All it is.
I was understanding that.
All it is
incorrectly.
If your package gets lost, damaged, or stolen, then Route will pay. It's like insurance. You're buying insurance through Route for your package. That's all it is.
Right. And at the end of the day, you're still covered. I mean, if people don't understand, you're covered by, the post office. You're covered one way or the other. I mean, if you receive your package and it's not what you ordered, or there's something wrong with it, limited run is responsible. If you receive, or if you have a problem with it, it's on the post office. You never received it. Obviously, you have.
But for some people, the extra satisfaction and the fact that it's a third party or whatever is better in a way, because sometimes
Well,
I don't know what it's like in America,
which
but
which is fine. Which is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want, that extra sense of, you know, protection. That's there's nothing wrong with that. But
it's a buck.
the argument to go against limited run like they're the worst evil company in the world is, it's kind of a stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, this is another horrible take.
Shitty fees. If your package comes damaged, you can get a refund, or you can email Amazon and get the same product, but have it not be messed up. You know, limited run, this is a shady business practice, and you guys shouldn't.
It would be a shady business practice if they were charging you and giving you no option to remove it and forcing you to actually buy it. This is not a shady business practice.
Yeah, I agree.
So, bad take.
I don't even think it'd be even shady if they forced you to pay. If they were like, it's part of our company policy for you, for part of the postage and packaging, to pay for this, and this is like an extra service again.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they just charged you the 98 cents and they just added, like, their game was $35.99 and you just didn't know? Right?
I mean, they'd obviously have to disclose that within the product page.
They wouldn't have to disclose it at all. They would just charge you an extra $1. They pay the route directly themselves. So technically, you're not paying for it, right?
I mean, are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100% sure.
Are you? Okay, well then.
Because
either way, it wouldn't matter to me. It's
because you would,
that would be shady. That would be shady. But like,
because you would contact Limited Run, right? You would say, "Hey, Limited Run, my Ninja Turtle game got stolen," right? And then they would contact Route. The way it works now, you would contact Route and be like, "Hey, Route, they stole my game. I need a replacement."
Right.
So that's the only difference. It'd be who's buying the insurance. It's like I could take out an insurance policy on you, Gary, right? And then I would give it to your family versus your family taking it out and then collecting when we throw you off a bridge.
And be charging people as GameSack said, an additional fee for something that you should just be providing automatically. It's bullshit, you know. And to
again,
tell you the truth,
do they not know? Like, Limited Run is not the post office, right? They're not. They put it in the mailbox, and the mailman takes it fucking away, or the fucking UPS.
Yeah, so the way he was describing it is why I was confused. I don't think he understands what this service is for.
Yeah, it's not for what Limited Run is doing inside. It's not like an internal thing. Like, hey, he got the package protection. Give him an extra layer of bubble wrap. No.
See, that's what I was, and that's what I think he thinks. Because I was confused initially. That's what I thought they were giving you a added level of protection to your game or your package, and that's what he seems to be under the assumption.
Bad take. Just a bad take.
Truth, I don't fuck with Limited Run. I really don't.
Of course you don't. We know that.
Because
we know.
I think that they're shady as fuck. You know, I haven't fucked with Limited Run since that whole Revenge of the Bird King issue came.
I think that was blown out of whack. We covered that.
That is right.
Yeah,
well, basically, what Limited Run did, what they say happened is that there's an employee at Limited Run who made a batch of these Revenge of the Bird King games. And it was the employee. His name was Joe. And apparently Limited Run was going to release these games in conjunction with a digital version of the game on PlayStation. But that deal apparently fell through. And so the game couldn't be sold because of that. Well, this employee, Joe, advertised these games by way of Metal Jesus Rocks, who did a whole video on it and was talking about this Revenge of the Bird King game, probably one of the shittiest games you'll ever play, as being one of the rarest PS4 releases ever. And
well, let's think about this logically. If you had physical copies of a game that were supposed to be sold through Limited Run, and then limited run no longer was able to sell them, but you still had the physical copies, and they were in a limited quantity that worked on PlayStation, right? You would literally have one of the rarest games ever, even if it was a shit game. It
and
still
you
exists.
and you have to remember what limited run was back then is totally different. Like now, all their games are open pre-orders when they used to be cut off at certain points. So that game was probably a lot rarer. The run that probably went through initially, I think they have to do them in batches of like 10,000, but that might have been all they ordered was like close to like 8,000 or 10,000, and that was it. Whereas something like Turtles is probably going to, you're just going to see a lot of copies.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is, like, even if let's say I made a game, right, and I went to limited run or strictly limited, I was like, hey, let's make a deal. We brokered a deal, and they started pumping them out, right? And then I said, hey, the deal fell. I don't want this deal no more, right? I'm breaking the contract, not fucking producing the games with you no more. I found out you're Nazis. I'm not going to produce it no more, right? Limited Run still has a stack of games. They can't, so fuck it, we're still going to sell them. Maybe it's not legal, right? But they still exist. They're still rare games. It's like when someone finds an old ROM, right, or a fucking unreleased ROM of a game. If you found an unreleased, fully functional Nintendo cartridge of, say, fucking Superman, right? Some Superman game, like a prototype, and it was fully functional, but it never made it to production phase, it would be one of the rarest games. There's no argument.
Yeah.
You could say the game was shit. Now, if your argument was that they purposefully made those copies to create a really rare game, right? To falsify this narrative about this whole deal falling through, and the truth was actually some guy snuck into the limited run machine and fucking made himself like 100 copies of a game so we could turn around and sell them using Metal Jesus as a front. Now you got an argument, right? Now you have a story. The game would still be rare, but it would be shady how it became.
We talked about this, and I know you argued on the other side of it, and I looked it up, and there was never really, it was blown out of proportion, and there never really was any concrete evidence that pointed into it being shady. I mean, obviously it looks that way. There wasn't concrete evidence into that. So, I mean, was it a mishandled deal? Yes.
It was a debacle. Yeah.
Right. But, limited run's been, I mean, they've been getting hate for a long time. And now the new thing is you're going to wait 6 months for a game. Obviously they're producing certain things. I mean, people were complaining about the Scott Pilgrim. I mean, they had just received that. They waited over a year for the briefcase with the vinyl record thing that played music or whatever. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, if you shop with them, you're going to have to wait 6 months to a year to get these. And,
well, that's not even a complaint, Gary. You're going off into
right. I know. I mean, I'm just saying that people have their beefs with them, but this just looks like another. We spent 4 minutes so he could get on to kind of just bash limited run. It's not really
this
about
guy Joe gave it to him so he can promote it. So what happened? What do you guys think happened to the price of Revenge of the Bird King? Because it was such a limited and rare release, the price shot up by like 600%.
And what is it at now,
It
Los?
was totally disgusting. And this guy Joe, he went over to a pop-up event, a limited run pop-up event, and was selling these games. Goodness gracious.
Was he selling them for over the price? Probably not.
Even I still don't. Okay, again, even if in the worst case scenario that the man snuck into limited run's production facility, fed the information into the machine to create
it's a $50 game
scarcity,
now.
Right? No, but I'm saying he created this artificial scarcity of the game, right? It's still a rare game, right? You can't argue whether or not it was a rare game. You can say, hey, it was shady how it came about being rare, but it's still rare. right?
No, it's still in low quantities. It still exists in low quantities, but ultimately, I don't think they're responsible for the consumers driving up the prices.
Yeah.
It's a $50 game now. If people wouldn't have even paid any attention to it, it would have never sold, and they probably would all be sitting on eBay being sold for even less than probably $50. So
Albert says MJR caught heat because Lester, aka GameStar, bought all the copies, and MJR stood to profit by promoting it. I mean, he was gonna. Let's say that the story is 100% right. MJR was gonna profit from promoting it probably anyway. Why was he gonna promote it unless he was gonna get some kind of money, right? Whether it was a sponsorship deal or a 10% coupon code that he was right.
I mean, it is what it is. It's a done deal. At the end of the day, was there anything that they did illegal? Then
yeah,
take them to court or file something. Otherwise, it is what it is.
You know what the real issue is? The game is a shit game that no one wants, but everyone still wants it because now it is rare.
Yeah, $50 nobody wants it. So you can get them all day. That's not even really that
at the time.
At the time, yeah, at the time. Unfortunately, there was a very high thing with limited run back in the day where there was a scarcity issue. Like people knew that if they didn't get their hands on it right out the gate, they didn't wait for the.
I mean,
no, it was a little different back then because you literally had to be waiting on release. It was like play dates. You had to be there early in the morning at 9 o'clock. That didn't guarantee you a copy. I mean, if you were there waiting, you probably. I did this with the Star Wars thing that they released. They had the Star Wars carts, and for some reason, I thought the price was going to go up. I bought one. They did right off the bat. They always did.
Real quick, Gary. Evil says, I think it was a parody channel, no need to ban. But we don't do parody accounts like that. That's one of the things we said on this channel. We don't have people imitating other people, even people we don't like, right? Because that causes confusion and causes misunderstandings. So, no, don't do that. Let's finish this. I'm sure he's going to tell us how great Limited Run is.
He also put one up on eBay that Limited Run themselves was promoting.
Oh, no.
It was an auction
that
they were promoting that was supposed to go to, the proceeds were supposed to go to some museum. But what do you think Limited Run said about the whole situation? About creating this demand for this shitty ass game that is, you can buy it on the Switch. But what do you think they said? Oh, no, it wasn't us. It was our employee, Joe, that took it upon himself to make these games and sell them. Yeah, right. So he sold them at a pop-up event, and you guys were like, it's all good. It's all good.
I believe Joe doesn't work for the company anymore.
I could go to McDonald's. I could be a McDonald's employee, right? And show up to McDonald's with burgers from my house and start selling them at the front, right? It doesn't mean the McDonald's is approved of it. If my manager doesn't see me, I'm like, hey, dude, I got these burgers. You want a burger?
Cheeseburger Eddie.
Yeah. So he went to a pop-up event. If you were like, hey, he went there and the president of Limited Run was there with him selling games, right? No, if he was in charge of the pop-up event and Limited Run had no idea what he was doing because no one's watching your ass. This ain't fucking China where you got fucking cameras on everybody 24/7. He was doing it on the sly. He got caught, obviously, because people.
Right. This is more guilt by association. Just because he was an employee, somehow Limited Run is held responsible. There is no factual basis for these claims.
No evidence.
Joe, you can sell these things. We won't ask for any money.
See, he's saying this, but do you have proof that Limited Run was in any way knowledgeable that Joe was going to sell these games at the event? Did you call Limited Run? Did you ask them? Did you send them an email? Nalos? Did you let them know? Did you say, hey, I got questions about this bird game?
Touche, sir. Touche.
It's a Limited Run game, but no, it's not us. It's not us. Yeah, right. Get the fuck out. Limited Run. Sounds like
that was a
more
good
like
one, Tony.
limited fun. And now, this couple. That's
Limited
one
fun.
of the shady business practices. There's a lot more, and there's a video. I'll
Show
link
me,
it
sir.
to the description of this video that talks a lot about them, and they did a wonderful job. I forget what the name of the channel is, but they did a wonderful job
Lazy.
explaining what these shady business practices are that Limited Run has been engaging in.
The pot calling the kettle black.
But anyways, there you have it. You know, GameSat calling them out, and you guys, if you see this tweet, read the comments. They're super funny. They're super insightful. You know, collectors.
These are people that hate Limited Run with a passion.
You know, I don't mind paying it. There's some saying that I don't mind paying.
They're saying they don't mind paying it. They're all like, I don't give a shit. And he's like, oh fucking. I do love when people are like, man, these comments, they're all fucking assholes for saying they don't mind paying it. Like, no, dude, you're just wrong. You're on the wrong side of this, apparently, because everyone's like, I don't give a shit.
Paying the 98 cents, and there are some saying that this should already be included in the price. It's funny. But I can tell you guys that I won't support Limited Run because of this and other shady business practices.
That kind of sucks because there's games that you couldn't get otherwise. Sucks.
I'm sure Limited Run is like, oh no, Lowe's, please come back. Sorry.
How will we ever thrive?
Man, this is an hour-long video that they linked from Mr. Ricksert, the truth about Limited Run games.
Miles a minute says F Limited Run.
I mean, yeah, that's, I don't.
I mean, if you don't, yeah, if you don't like them, I mean, I've never had a problem. I've never didn't get a game that I ordered. I enjoy the products that I got from them. I mean, there are a few games that I would have never gotten otherwise. My River City Girls had the nice sparkly like metallic cover. You would have never got that otherwise. Things like Celeste, people like that Celeste special cover. So wait, there's a lot of companies.
Hold on. It says you allowed a fake Tommy Tallarico last week, Tony. Remember your perfect memory? That was the real Tommy. We don't have fake Tommy Tallaricos on here. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Evil Knievel. We had someone with an account called East Coast Italian. I don't care what your picture is, as long as your name isn't someone else's name.
They got a few decent things on their Potion Sword Run. There's a couple decent ones up there right now. Well, there were.
So I can get them digitally, so
I everything digitally myself. Yeah, so this video that he's linking is the truth about Limited Run games. It's a fucking hour long.
I think it's an older video.
It is pretty older.
Yeah. One of
them's about Shanti.
Yeah. Does it have like 5 different games on the? I think I've watched that one before.
Well, it has like
it's a younger guy.
I don't know what he looks like. There's a whole bunch of fucking.
I've watched that video. It's not a fair video.
James, Silent Bob, FOMO. They create FOMO, guys. That's a company that creates FOMO. Like
oh my God, they're much more like Nintendo.
Like you can't create FOMO.
Nintendo.
The beautiful thing about Limited Run, and I'll say it once, is that they gave us an option, those of us who collect physical, to have a physical cart. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in business, and we wouldn't have those options. You don't have to buy from them if you don't like their stuff. They're not creating FOMO. They're not. The consumers are. The guys who are digital collectors are the ones with the fear of missing out mentality. It is not the company.
Yeah. He says
otherwise, go ahead.
In this, he goes, I've interviewed Frank Cifaldi and Kelsey Lewin from VGHF, and they fully answered every question I had. I intend to eventually package that into a separate video talking about game preservation. But for now, I feel that I can authoritatively say that my concerns regarding their organization are unfounded. I have removed it from the video, and it takes time to process. So if you see it, that's why. So apparently this video about Limited Run also had some things about the Video Game History Foundation. And we're trying to throw shade at them too. But it's been since removed from the video. So it sounds like, from what I'm looking at, all these thumbnails or these tabs or whatever the fuck you call them, so timestamps. That's what I was looking for. Some of it just seems like stories from people, like no actual evidence. This guy said a thing. This guy had bad customer support. Like, come on.
That's what a lot of it is.
On to the final story of today.
Oh no! They're releasing a game, Gary, that they released before. Can you believe that?
I mean, that's the new popular thing to do.
You for doing this, and I mean that in the kindest possible.
You know what's funny about this tweet? This is his tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't his image. He stole this image from someone else's tweet to make his tweet. Lazy. Couldn't even make your own fucking image. Couldn't even Photoshop yourself or use MS Paint or something.
Now, news broke that a version for the PS5, a remastered version.
That's actually incorrect. It's not a remaster. This was the remaster. The PS5 version is a remake, and if you look at the graphics, it gets a complete graphical overhaul.
Yep.
Yeah,
they've had to rebuild it from scratch, from the ground up.
Yeah, which is not a remake. It's not enhancing.
And let's say, for the sake of argument, that it was a complete fucking one-to-one, identical version as the PS4 version, right? So what you're telling me is that they're releasing a version for the new system that's out that you could buy physically and play for people who might not have it? Oh, right, no.
At the tip top of, like, cutting edge hardware with some enhancements. Like,
no, I'm saying even without any enhancement. If this was the exact same version, right? Except for
that would never happen.
No, but I'm saying, let's suppose hypothetically this was an exact same version as the PS4, except for the fact that you could you
would hope it wouldn't be full price if it was just a one-for-one carbon copy.
Well, no,
I'd have a bit of an issue with that. If it was $70,
what would your issue be, Gary?
Is that if it was just a direct, like, why not? If there's nothing, here's the problem: if there's nothing enhanced at all, why not just have, like, the PS4 or the PS3? Like, if it's going to be directly off the enhanced PS4 version, that's going to be cheaper. Why buy it at that point?
Okay, so your only issue would be the price, not that it exists. His issue is that it exists.
Yeah, the price, because I'm saying, why would you pay, especially if it's $70? Like, I couldn't understand that at $70.
He's not arguing price. He's just arguing the fact that it exists. That they made
that's stupid. Like, somebody, like you said, is not going to have played this, and now is the time that they can jump in on their PS5. They might not have a PS4. They might not have a PS3. These might be newer gamers that are 13 and got a PS5 for Christmas. Yes, it's stupid. Why are we even going over this? These are, like, the most popular games that they're just rehashing.
I was like, yeah. We have a new system, and one of the most popular games. We could shoot out another version of it.
I mean, the joke is Skyrim's on everything, right? Come on. Yeah, nothing.
This time they're calling it The Last of Us Part 1. It's coming in September for the...
That's what the first game in a series would be called, right? Part 1. It's like
they didn't call it Part 1 before.
Right, but that was because there was no other. It was the only game.
Yeah.
But now that we have a 2, they want people to know that, hey, this is Part 1.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason they're doing it.
PS5. And as you can see here, these 3 games, Grand Theft Auto 5, Skyrim, and The Last of Us, have lasted years, starting with the PS3 era onto the PS4 era, and now to the PS5.
Oh no!
Now to the PS5.
Here's the thing. I will agree with him on one aspect, that Grand Theft Auto, yes, at least there's a part 2 to The Last of Us. They've been pimping out Grand Theft Auto 5 for God knows how long now, and it's getting tiresome.
Well,
I can agree
with Skyrim too, but I mean, they're
well,
working.
yeah.
They're working on a new Grand Theft Auto, and they're working on a new Elder Scrolls.
Well, I mean, just started recently, and what were the rumors that they haven't actually started?
What did you say?
On it yet.
What was the key word in that sentence?
They. Well, you have to refresh me because I'm stupid. What
Rumors.
exactly were you
rumors. You said the rumors are that they.
Well, right, yeah. It's not confirmed nor denied.
So
they could have right. They could have started on it. I'm just saying I could agree that that's been out for a while, but so have, like you said, so has Skyrim. It's not a big issue.
56K went, y'all must be new movie buyers, been dealing with this for decades. Yeah, this is like saying, why are they releasing this VHS movie on DVD now? We already have it on VHS. Now they're gonna release it on Blu-ray. What the fuck?
Sometimes you can't even find some of the harder to find movies from VHS to DVD or DVD to Blu-ray. They're expensive. Some are expensive.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like people who have a compulsion to buy shit. They're like, damn it, now I gotta buy this new version of the game for $70 that I don't want to buy, but I can't stop myself because I'm a fucking addict. Why are you doing this to me, Sony?
Yeah, you really got a problem, right? I know to stay away from it. I already have my Xbox 360 version.
I'll tell you what, I don't have this. 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 And I don't have this.
I have all three of those on two generation ago hardware. Like
I have Skyrim, PS4, digitally. That's it. I don't have anything else. I think I have The Last of Us remastered because it came free with PS Plus.
Well, you'll also have the Skyrim PS5 because that was a free update if you install it, if you want it.
I didn't even install it yet.
But the whole point is you're really not missing anything. I mean, you're missing a little bit of graphical upgrade, but overall you can play vanilla Grand Theft Auto or Skyrim or whatever, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, but on top of that, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to play this.
Exactly. That's why I said, like, I have my old versions, and that's all I need. It's not a big issue. You don't have to buy it, right?
Some people do like the 4K 60 frames per second upgrades, though.
Right, and there's nothing wrong.
Times
there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want.
Yeah, but we're saying, Bob, you don't have to. Like, if you don't want that stuff, you don't have to, right? If you want that stuff, then you'll buy it, right?
But we're looking at like three of some of the biggest games which have come out in recent history.
Right, and if people want to buy it, that's their choice. Again, this is VHS to DVD to Blu-ray. You don't also have to buy the Blu-ray version of a movie.
Nor do you have to buy these on day one release. You buy these secondhand, and you don't give them a cent of your money.
What's your favorite movie, Bob?
Alien.
Okay, let's say that Alien came out with a new version, the IMAX release version.
Yeah.
Would you buy it?
With Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
Right.
I did. I've got the Alien collection on DVD with Alien Isolation. I've got the Alien Anthology Blu-ray, and I've also got the Alien 4K.
Yeah.
You got it on Laserdisc?
Would you be upset if a new format came out, right? It's something better than DVD.
He's upgrading.
You're upgrading, right? Because that's what you choose to.
Possibly, yeah. If a new format came out, I'd probably upgrade and get another copy of Alien. It's my favorite.
Well, actually, you have it on 4K Blu-ray or whatever the hell those are?
Yeah. Alien 1 has got 4K Blu-ray.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I got that.
There's a reason why backward compatibility is terrible on Sony platforms. You know what they're doing. But also, if you have the PS4 version, you probably have a PS4, right? Unless you're just collecting games without systems, you probably
which ain't happening, right?
So you were never buying Skyrim without having the PS3, right? You weren't buying the PS4 version without having the PS4, most likely.
True that.
Yeah, true.
And if you sold it, if you're like, well, I sold my PS4. Well, no one told you. You're like, your problem is not my fucking problem, right? I sold my PS2. Did I complain? No, I went and bought a new one fucking last week, and I'm waiting for it to be delivered. Because now I can get another one again, right?
Yep.
These are formats, right? I know it's like a generations of consoles and it's the same company, but this is just VHS, DVD, fucking Blu-ray, right? It's different.
I mean,
formats.
if they're gonna fucking sell, they're gonna sell. The company's gonna put them on. If I knew I could make another $1 million by selling the Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS5, why not fucking do it?
Look,
Yeah.
I cut up these live streams. Right, we live stream on Saturday, and then I cut that shit up and I repackaged them for fucking Monday through Friday, right? Because people are still gonna watch them. People aren't like, hey, there was a Saturday show. Why am I watching this shit? And then no, y'all people still watch that shit. That's why I do it. I double dip.
A big deal.
Why is it a big deal?
It's kind of like the big deal with limited run. People are buying these.
What the fuck does this have to do with limited run? Like nothing. Because they're physical copies. That's like the most.
These things because of FOMO.
FOMO, no.
The
Fear of missing out on those games.
Yeah, these are
On
the most popular games.
games?
There's going to be so many fucking copies.
Millions of copies sold over 3 generations of hardware, and your fear of missing out. You shouldn't be buying video games physically.
Go into a Walmart, and I'm sure they have stacks of these fucking games on the PS4 just sitting there for like $20. Like,
Fear of missing out.
We got to get rid of this shit.
If Los didn't have bad takes, he wouldn't have any takes at all.
Terrible takes. And you can get these all digitally, right? It's not like it's only a physical thing.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
So if
they want to have every single copy of these games, and
this is like a man being like, why are you making booze? Right? There are people who are alcoholics who can't stop themselves from drinking. You should stop making alcohol because those people can't help themselves. No, fuck those people.
That's not how it works, right?
Yeah. If you cannot stop yourself from buying games, if you have an addiction to buying video games, then you need to go call the number, fucking the addiction hotline, say, hey, I can't be trusted with my own money. I need somebody to fucking take care of my finances, right?
Everybody else must suffer because you have an addiction.
Fucking, my head hurts.
I just think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit, man. I mean, how many copies of The Last of Us are you gonna make us buy, Sony?
They didn't make me buy any of them.
Make us buy.
I don't have a single copy of it.
Do you think Los went out and bought one of these like son of a bitch?
He's got it on pre-order. As soon as they announced it, he's like, son of a bitch. I gotta get that shit. These motherfuckers.
Such a good game.
Love this shit. Upgraded.
Make us buy.
You can't see, but he's got fucking life-size Joe in the background somewhere. Loves his Last of Us.
How many copies of Grand Theft Auto 5 are you going to make us buy, Rockstar? Can't you put your resources into new games, into new and different games?
There's no resources going into those, though. Like, very little when their profits are going to be through the roof.
Hey, company that's making a shit ton of money repackaging an old game. Why are you doing that?
This is not like they spent $100 million and took it away from making the new Grand Theft Auto to just throw another version of.
No, this is probably funding the new Grand Theft Auto. Like,
also, probably not, because like they only charge £5 to upgrade from the PS4 version to the PS5 version of GTA 5. I'm sure you can buy it individually as like a GTA 5, but they're charging very little for it.
They're making us buy it. They're making us. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry to put you through this. I know it's rough. Just wait till Sony repackages it with The Last of Us HBO show. Yeah. And I was surprised that when I saw the upgrade for Joel that he didn't look more like the actor, like how they did with the Spider-Man. So wait for that upgrade. The DLC, like the HBO TV show DLC.
That'll be a skin you have to buy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like $5. Like, fuckers, now I gotta buy this shit. So it could be like my show.
Last of Us Part 1?
You know what's the fucking scam? They got Midnight Suns, like super deluxe fucking ultimate edition for $99. And I'm so tempted to buy that shit.
Why? What's in it?
You get a bunch of skins, then you get the season pass for like the extra characters when they release them, and obviously the game. I'm like, I love Marvel. Anything Marvel I'll buy. I'm addicted. Take my money away from me, guys. I need help. God damn it, Marvel! How many games are you gonna make that you have to buy?
No, we just gotta stop making them, Tony. That's it.
Yeah, no more Marvel games. I can't help it.
Tony's got an addiction.
God damn it! I told you the Amico's coming out, Darius.
Motherfucker, what about The Last of Us Part 3? What
about it?
You guys make that?
How do you know they're not making it? How do you know they're not working on it, Lois?
How do you know they want to make it?
Yeah. Pretty sure with all the controversy on the second one, they might not want to make another one.
Not right now, anyways. They need to let it die down sometimes. Sometimes you got to let a series die down before you start it back up.
I mean, leave Naughty Dog alone.
Or motherfucker, I'm sorry, I'm cursing here, but
oh yeah,
these motherfuckers
lazy,
deserve a motherfucker.
Unprofessional.
He said motherfucker. Now he's just saying it for the shit, like motherfucker.
Rockstar, why not a Grand Theft Auto 6? Why
They're
not?
working on it. Does he really not know that it's in the works? Is he unaware of this?
I mean, it's coming out at some point. I mean, we all know this. We know when Red Dead 3 will be on its
announced.
I mean, Red Dead 3 will be on its way eventually. Like, give it time, man. I agree they've been pimping 5 out like crazy, but I don't. Guess what? I bought it once. I've had to buy it another like 10 times. So I'm not in that boat where I'm pissed off. It's like if somebody wants it, they want it. It's not affecting me. I'm good.
Look, at February 4th, 2022, Rockstar confirmed GTA 6 was in development.
Yeah. Old news.
Yeah. So, again, also, Elder Scrolls 6 is in development. They confirmed that. Last of Us, they haven't.
I'll be honest. I wish they would bring Oblivion out like they've done Skyrim. I'll be honest. They've only released it. What is it? The one time, maybe a PC upgrade. Did they ever bring it out like a better edition on Xbox? I'm not too sure, but I wish they would bring it to Switch. I'd love to have Oblivion on Switch.
A 56K warning says Red Dead 2, because he corrected himself, released in 2018. Was it really that long ago?
No. Red Dead 3. He's saying Red Dead 3.
No,
so
he said 2. He corrected himself.
Oh, sorry. Well, that is the third game because there is Red Dead.
It's not
Red Dead Redemption, and then Red Dead Redemption 2. Yes. So it is the third game, and like.
Yeah, but what he meant was Red Dead 2.
Okay. I didn't see that. We're okay.
And again, I didn't realize the game was that old. I have it.
Yeah, 2018. Yep.
I have a physical copy. I never played it.
4 years. Oh my God, Tony!
I think I played like an hour of it. Okay.
I mean, if you get hooked into the things you don't like, play it for like. Try to streamline play it. Try if kind of branching off bores you a little bit, try to stay onto it because it is such a good game.
Evie said, I was gonna say you got an early copy. Yeah, we're still going, Chappie. We're almost. We're trying to get through this Lowe's video with our sanity in check.
Don't think that's possible.
We're almost done. We're almost through it.
Elder Scrolls and Elder Scrolls Skyrim 6. Why do
Elder Scrolls Skyrim 6? He doesn't even know the name of the fucking series. It's not Skyrim. It's Elder Scrolls. It's Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. So then the next game would be Elder Scrolls 6 something else. Lazy.
Keep buying the same game over and over and over and over again.
Blame the consumer.
And the sad thing is that people are going to buy it. People are going to support this. It's BS. And the more people support it, the more companies will continue doing this kind of unfriendly consumer business practice.
What's unfriendly about it? What's unfriendly?
It's
they're
the complete
upgrading.
opposite.
Yeah,
It's the complete opposite. It's consumer friendly because it's giving the consumer options to buy the game, which was released on a previous generation.
and it's being upgraded. At least
And
in The
it's been
Last of Us
upgraded.
case, it's getting a huge overhaul, like a complete fucking remake.
Triple face palm.
Like it's gonna be, it's so fucking upgraded. They showed you, it almost looks like a different game, right? Like the character models, the fucking backgrounds.
You know who's buying that? Carl's buying that.
Yeah, Carl's buying. He's got Skyrim. He's got like 2 copies of that shit for Xbox, not for PlayStation. No, he just got a PlayStation, didn't he?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It's shady.
Shady.
It really is fucking shady. But you know, we have no one to blame but ourselves.
Then how's
You
it
know?
shady?
These companies play on FOMO.
Wait, but you
fear
just
of missing
but
out.
you just placed
How's
the
it
blame
FOMO?
on them.
Oh my God. These are not FOMO games. There's going to be literally thousands
FOMO.
of copies of these things just sitting in every store. Fuck, you're going to go to Walmart, it's going to be the fucking shelves are going to be falling out with fucking Last of Us.
FOMO only works with something like the Shredder's Revenge Collector's Edition. That's $200. That's a FOMO item.
That's fear of missing out. There's no one's afraid that they're going to miss a copy of The Last of Us Part 1.
Not at all.
And you know, consumers, collectors especially, want to have every single version
No,
of
we
the
don't.
game at their
No,
disposal,
we don't.
so they can
No, I
display
don't.
them, so that they can take Instagram pictures, so that they can.
So some asshole wants to show off on Instagram. So suddenly, hey, Naughty Dog, stop it! You're making the Instagram guy fucking upset. He's got to spend $60.
Does Carl have any Instagram pictures of him in Skyrim?
He's got a picture of his shirt off, Skyrim shoved underneath the titty. Each version.
We love you, Carl.
I love him.
Show their friends and do videos on them.
Oh man, aren't you concerned about the video makers?
He's really painting us collectors as bad people.
Not even. He's like, man, these people want to make videos. They want to take pictures. They want to enjoy
Sick.
their product. Sick fucks. You gotta stop it.
They're going to be streaming it.
They might pass it down to their children. They might
And
share
God
the game.
forbid, they might actually even play the game.
I know, it's terrible. These fuckers might buy it for other people as gifts because they've never played these games before. What the fuck?
At 56K warning says, someone tell Los that PlayStation games go on sale a month after release like clockwork. Yes, it's like that on every platform.
Yes, it is. Carl's TikTok is gonna blow up with Skyrim PS5.
I'm telling Carl to watch this take.
This video advanced listen to second level. Yeah, because it's so bad. He like within a half a second he just says something even stupider.
We can't get through it. We just can't.
I'm sure he's gonna make a video about how we made a video on it. It's gonna be,
For like we
6 hours
spent 2
streaming.
hours watching this. Yes.
Yeah. Look, we were more entertaining in the time we watched the video or commented on the video than the time. The
Definitely
video
transformed the video.
Yeah. You could never argue that we didn't transform. We talk so fucking much.
I just don't buy it.
Just don't buy it.
Sadly, I have a Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS3 and I have one for the PS4. I am not buying one for the PS5. I have a Last of Us for the PS3. I have a digital one for the PS4. I am not buying the PS5 one. I have a PS4 version and an Xbox 360 version of Skyrim 5.
Why? This fucking guy. He's basically he's the consumer that started this shit, right? He's like, maybe if you stopped when the PS4 versions had came out and you guys all said no, we wouldn't be at the point we're at now, right? You made the fucking problem, Los. And you bought it on 2 systems. Hey, I bought it on Xbox and PlayStation. Why? Why would you buy it on 2 systems? That makes no fucking sense. Maybe the Switch, maybe a Switch version because it's portable and then you want the higher fucking resolution version when you're at home. That kind of sort of makes sense, right? In a weird way.
Well, I think he's saying he had the PS4 version of Skyrim and the 360 version of Skyrim, so he probably got the 360 version before and then upgraded.
Hold on. I gotta hear this.
Buying the PS5 one. I have a PS4 version and an Xbox 360 version
Yeah, okay,
of
360.
Skyrim 5, but I am not buying the PS5. And I highly, highly recommend that you guys do not buy a version.
I'm
of
buying
these games.
3 copies.
Show
of
them
this
with your
motherfucker.
wallets that they can't continue.
I'm going to this. That's it, Gary. I'm going to the store. When this comes out, I'm going to the store and taking pictures and tagging Los. Like, there's me holding copies. Like, I'm buying 3 more copies of fucking Last of Us 1.
To
How many before you think he like tries to like report me for harassment? Like, this guy keeps sending me pictures of buying
these games that we've already played over and over and over again. It's just not fair to us. You know,
why is it? Damn you for giving me a game that's good and that lasts through the years and has replay value that I enjoy. It's not fair to me. Make shitty games so I don't want to buy more copies of.
Take a nod from Capcom, who
do not take a nod from Capcom.
Just kills their series, right? Take a nod from Capcom. It's fucking.
are remaking the games entirely. Like Resident Evil 2 is a great example of that.
Go ahead, Bob. Go off.
The fuck are you saying, man? 1 minute he's saying don't buy remakes, then he's saying do buy remakes from Capcom, and Capcom have released Resident Evil 4 on how many consoles for how many generations? That's been on GameCube, PS2, 360, PS4. And now they're remaking 4 for fucking PS5. And you're saying follow what Capcom does. If anything, Capcom's one of the trendsetters of doing these remakes. For years, they've done
what a shill
fighting games. For years, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
He doesn't.
Re-release fucking Third Strike on modern consoles, man. Then I'll be happy with Capcom.
And don't forget the Oculus Quest VR version of Resident Evil.
Oh, it was really good too. That was a worthy version to buy because at least, you know, there you got a huge difference. Being as I played that and it was fantastic. Granted, I'm not, you know, too great with the VR and the VR sickness, but you know, at least there in that realm, you had something different to play. You were immersed in it in VR. This is just the worst take. I don't know what else I can say.
It's kind of like Resident Evil 2, but it's not. It's a brand new game. You know, Resident Evil 3, and now they're doing Resident Evil 4. Well, good on them. Good on them, because if they would have released another Resident Evil 4, the very same one that
wasn't his whole argument that why don't they work on the next series? Where's Resident Evil 8, Los? Did you call Capcom? Did you ask them? They said, Capcom, what happened to Resident Evil 8? Are you taking the resources that you should be using for Resident Evil 8 and using them on this remake? I need to know this.
Out in the GameCube, oh my god, I would have been pissed. But they're not doing that. They're doing it right. Learn from that. Learn from that.
They're literally upgrading the shit out of Last of Us.
The remake for Last of Us Part 1 is comparable to the remake of Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this video, was there a pinball table featured?
I don't remember. I don't think so. This video has been so long that it was like 4 hours.
Pretty sure
ago.
at the very beginning in his intro, there's a pinball table underneath that would explain that he's a pinball banging around in the machine. He doesn't have any idea what the fuck he's talking about.
That was kind of a stretch that you went there for that joke.
Nah.
You asked me about the pinball. It was a little cringe.
He's all over the place.
You know, because this is BS. And if you agree, if you disagree, I want to know. I want to know in the comments.
Well, we disagree.
Well, anyways, guys, that's
I'm
all
not
I have
commenting
for you today. I want to know what your thoughts are on lazy journal.
I really think he just makes these videos to get comments. Like, I know people are going to come and comment.
These are troll videos.